I set my mind to the fact that I have to do this because I've got to pull myself up by the bootstraps or I'm just going to be on the streets forever. This program is just, it's meant everything.
At the end of every given workday, people across cities leave their offices, stores, and warehouses to head home for the night. But on any given night, there are 30,000 people on the streets across Canada that have no home to go to.
Big towns, big cities, small villages, men and women in those communities are slipping through the cracks and ending up in places like this.
Every individual that comes through these doors, if you get 1,000 people coming in, it's 1,000 different stories of what brought them here.
We have 5 Salvation Army shelters in Toronto. So Evangeline Residence, the Gateway, Hope Shelter, Maxwell Meehan Centre, and Florence Booth House.
We provide the basic needs so that they can focus on deeper things, deeper issues, some of the goals that they have.
What makes the Salvation Army different is the attention that we provide to people before and after the shelter experience. The philosophy that we have at the Salvation Army is really three-pronged: providing a home, a job, and a friend.
Most people need those 3 things in order to have a life, and that if you don't have all 3 things in your life, you're not really living, you're just merely surviving.
And we have the services of 4 counselors, and they can be accessed by any one of the residents.
If you notice our front desk, there's no glass or bars that separate our staff from our residents. So when you walk into that door, we want to send that early, instant message that we're not afraid of you, we're not better than you, we're not other than you, we're not different than you. We are you.
I've made quite a few friends actually throughout the time I've spent here.
The hardest part over the years has been finding work for people, meaningful work for meaningful pay.
It's not so easy to get somebody who's been on the streets for a while and has been out of the workforce back into it. Gateway Linens is a social purpose enterprise in the business of doing laundry, linens. And what we allow is the opportunity for individuals experiencing hardship, poverty, a state of homelessness, the chance to reintegrate back into the work world.
I had my own business in Barrie and I did really well, but of course I always had my demons. Eventually it just eats away at you and you just, what's the point of even working? I'm not going anywhere. It's really it's a terrifying position to be in.
While they're working through the program, they set identifiable goals. Some guys have went on to work at Cabro Linens, which is a linens company that sometimes hires some of our guys who are graduating.
Actually, today is my last day. They've offered me a job over at Cabro as a shipper-receiver.
Every individual who comes into a shelter has a different experience. And so it's really coming alongside people, getting to understand who they are, getting to understand what their circumstances are, and working with that individual from that point so that each person has a different plan going forward and with a goal and with an outcome of them being back in community, stable and not in need of services such as this.